Okay, so we are live, guys. Alright, welcome to One Piece Manga Reaction 1107. A little bit about me before we get started is going to be that I have been watching One Piece for about 23 years now, and I just decided today to start streaming to you guys. So what we're going to be getting into here today is going to be manga chapter 1107. Before we do though, I just want to say if you can, if you're new, which obviously you probably are, definitely consider subscribing and liking the video as we will be doing more of these. And then just know a little bit about myself is that I do more things than just going to be reaction content here. I plan to do some video game streaming, hopefully the new Final Fantasy VII, the second part. And then also, I plan on sharing some of my artwork with you guys. If you didn't know, which again you probably don't because you're new, I actually do artwork and animation as well. It's called Ink Fight Studios instead of Reacts. And with that, I'm actually working on my first project right now with the team where we're putting out the first episode of a series called Back to You. So for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to be getting into the chapter of One Piece, manga chapter 1107. As you can see, we're starting out here and we see a title saying, "I've been looking for you," with Beppo and Law. The cover request is by Rinko. Beppo feels awkward after seeing Law napping with the snow leopard. Which is pretty interesting here because I mean he looks more like he's taking care of the snow leopard. I don't know if that's like a little thing in there where like it's like I guess he's putting in tea so he has something to drink and stay warm. And then also it looks a little bit menacing with that baseball bat that he's got in his hand too. But anyways, here we go. Without further ado, this is my reaction to One Piece manga chapter 1107, and welcome to the stream again. More stuff will be set up in the future, by the way. Things such as like Twitch and more refined streaming, like probably gonna get better windows and everything else. But for now, we're kind of working with just this mainly of having everything set up. I really want that window to kind of be select in here. There we go. Hold on just 1 second, guys. Kind of trying to get everything set up at the moment. There we go. Alright. Come on. 1 second, everybody. Just trying to get everything set up according to the way that it needs to be. Apparently we can only do a half and half screen. I was going to do more than half, but maybe. Actually, I think that is possible. So for right now, I'm actually trying to get 2 monitors as well, so I will have the streaming set up more properly soon. But basically, if I don't see your chat right now, I will go back and read it. There might not even be anybody in here, or maybe you won't even chat, but at the same time, I'm still going to go ahead and read the chapter, and then I'll get to everything in chat. Okay, so One Piece manga chapter 1107. So, again, we start off with Law and Beppo and them. We already discussed that. We have some notes from Oda. The movie Moving was so good. The way your impression of the characters progressively changes as you get to know them. Definitely worth the watch. Ichiro Oda. Okay, so going down, looks like we're starting out with Brogy and Dory. Okay. So here we have Oimo, Kashi. Take the others and swing around the side. Sink any ship you see. And watch out for those cannons. Roger that, Captain. Oh, ba. Alright, you bastards, let's go. And you got Oimo and Kashi here, I guess, leading the other giant pirates into the battle, maybe going on to Egghead. Alright, here they are actually going on to Egghead. This is a beautiful sight to see with all the giant pirates making their way while destroying the marine ships. Countless members of their old crew have also been spotted. What do they want? The fabled giant warrior pirates are here. Where have they been all these years? We've got confirmed sighting of both Brogy the Red Ogre and Dory the Blue Ogre. Okay. This is very cool. Definitely cool just seeing them all ride up on this island. Going strong. And it must be just crazy seeing these guys too, because like they definitely are massive. So can you imagine just seeing like this squad of giants just coming onto the island? It's just crazy. All right. So now the giant pirates have made landfall. Blast them to smithereens. And we obviously see the giant pirates still here doing their thing. They are going crazy on this island right now, just absolutely destroying these ships. We get a little bit of a shot here of the cloud egg stratum or labostratum. We see Usopp with a pair of binoculars looking down at Brogy and Dory. My masters, and then you got this shot of Usopp, which is crazy. He's probably gonna be going wild because of seeing them again. But what are they doing here? Master Brogy, Master Dory. I can see Oimo and Kashi too. I bet they went to Little Garden to pick up their leaders. And then Oimo, Kashi. You got Chopper here just saying that. That's got to be it. Man, I was worried. I thought we might not see them in Elbaf. A refresher on the giant warrior pirates. Long ago, the world was terrorized by this formidable group led by co-captains Dory and Brogy. Their crew would disband after they got into a certain quarrel, which we all know about because back on the island when they first ran into them, Luffy and the gang helped them out when their century-long duel came to an end. Later on, while storming a different island, they would encounter and befriend Oimo and Kashi, which was at the what is it, Water 7 arc and everything when they went towards Enos Lobby. A pair of giants who set out to check on their captains. Okay. So they went and got Brogy and Dory. Cool. Looks like they've really given it to those Marines. Can't believe y'all know each other. They must have come a running after hearing the news. How's that possible? The Navy marshaled a ton of manpower for this operation. It's no wonder it'd make the papers. But I reckon the headlines must be painting them in a good light. So this is big news already, huh? I guess that makes sense. They didn't come here to wage war. They came to help us get out of here. We gotta hurry and finish our prep. Okay. You've got the Sunny Go coming through on the island, on the ice so far through the clouds. Gotcha. Nami-san, it's Brooke. Where are you? Close. Very close, but we won't be able to stop for tea, as he's having tea. How ironic. We need to stop, has Lilith smacking Brooke in the back of the head. If we fly off the edge, we'll be fried by the barrier. Hello, this is Lilith. This numbskull really is brainless. We can't afford to dilly-dally, so pay attention. Then you've got a shot of Jinbei here on the boots, looking crazy as he flies through. You wonder if he's going fast or if he's kind of just floating, because it looks like right there, he might be going like a mild speed, but then in the next panel, it's like, he looks like he's like shooting off like a friggin' rocket. Sounds like they're getting fired up. We need to be ready to leave it a moment's notice. This isn't the time to be picking fights, Zoro. And then we go down here. We've got another shot of the Labostratum with a little bit of the roof missing and everything. Looks like crazy damage. Then we have a shot of Lucci's claw and Zoro's blade. I think clouded in hockey, I believe. Pant. You're pretty tough, but I'm in a hurry. It's time to wrap this up. Only the winners get to talk like that, Rorna. Your crew's waiting for you, right? You're just a burden at this point, and it looks like a crazy clash between them still. Those fools will never make it if they can't cut off the arm to save the body. Giving up now would be doing them a favor. Waiting for a corpse is pointless after all. It almost sounds like you think you're the one in control of this fight, Rob Lucci. And then you just got basically them both looking super tired. Looks like we've got a beam here going down. Looks like it could be one of the Pacifista or possibly Kizaru. Damage report. Wah! Roughly 30 of our small to medium ships have been sunk, with no signs of it stopping. Okay, so it was a pacifista. Pull back all smaller vessels with lead with the battleships. We can't afford to leave an opening. Yes, sir. And then you've got the cannons firing off. Vice Admiral Red King. This is a pitiful sight. Okay. You got this guy here with his like 20 chins who looks like it could be like a conveyor belt of a turkey dinner or something where like the stuffing's under one chin, the turkey's under another chin, the fucking mashed potatoes are in another, and then the freaking like chins just rotate up constantly feeding him like a conveyor belt. Alright, that character design's crazy. Anyway, to think we Marines have to fire on our own weapons. And then you've got the shot of the cannons hitting the Pacifista. which is crazy because it looks like they're taking pretty crazy damage down below, which I think is pretty crazy too because I mean these are supposed to be pretty tough weapons for the Marines, so to see them like significantly damaged by the cannons, it feels like it could happen, but it also kind of throws the, I guess you could say, ambience off of like, I guess you could say like how tough they're supposed to be, so that's a little bit different. Oi, Bonnie! And then you've got Luffy up there with Saturn, Sanji, Bonnie, Vegapunk. Um, I'm not sure who this other person is. I think that's Frankie down there with his legs sticking up. And then we've also got Kuma. He's finally stood up too. It's pretty cool to see. So you wonder if he's actually looking at Nika now. And then you've got Atlas. The buildings are still like kind of rubbery. You can see them kind of bouncing around. Really cool. And I think the music's still going as well. What's with the waterworks? Why wouldn't I be crying, you idiot, says Bonnie. I've been looking for you for so long. But I've been here the whole time. Sure, but I didn't know you were Nika. Nika? What's that? Oh yeah, what's the deal with that flimsy punch you tried to throw earlier? I was going for a big rubbery attack like you. If it's so flimsy, why don't you show me how it's done? And she just, like, for her to, like, say that to Luffy feels crazy because it's like, okay, like, we have to realize something here. She is literally seeing Nika and then she's, like, basically worshiping him at this moment because, like, she sees this guy that she's been looking for ever since her dad told her about him, and, like, it just kind of makes it seem like she might fangirl out to the point where, like, there's been theories about her possibly joining the crew, which, I mean, I'm on board with that or the revolutionaries idea, but like right here it just seems like because she's been looking for him, maybe she could possibly join, but I don't know yet. Give that old windbag a good one for Vegapunk. Then we can get out of here. What the heck, Vegapunk? And then he's like looking down crazy because he didn't even realize Vegapunk got stabbed. That's wild. None of you filthy cockroaches have a right to live right now. You're wrong. Alright, Bonnie. Sounds like a plan. For the record, this is how you punch. And then you've got Saturn doing the gleam, hitting Luffy. Looks like it didn't really do anything. Is Luffy still going in for the punch, saying, "You're gonna pay for hurting my friends." Gum gum booming dawn. And this is just crazy. I'll be honest with you. This is wild because like I think the craziest thing about this attack is Luffy's like winding up his arm so he can throw these double punches into a Gatling gun, and at the same time though I think he's literally doing the gear third where like each punch is growing in size and then just becoming this like this crazy like elephant Gatling slash like jet Gatling technique, and it's just wild because like he's just throwing these punches at Saturn and you just see all the damage down here he's taking. And then you've got the shot of Saturn over here, Bonnie, Kuma, and Vegapunk. Now, weirdly in this panel, it looks like Vegapunk's like hurt still, but it looks like he's less hurt while also like smiling because of his eyes, which is an interesting thing. Then you've got the shot of Luffy knocking Saturn back into the building, which I think is pretty wild because you literally see right here Luffy with the gear third arms clouded in hockey, still like just having fun, I guess, which is awesome. And I don't know, I think it's just crazy because Luffy can do so much with this gear. I feel like we have yet to fully see what he can do. Because like sometimes it feels like he's like playing so much that like if he actually takes the time to hone these abilities and see what he wants to do, we could see something really crazy here. You're going to have to use those legs if you want to get out of here, Bonnie. The hover function should still work while we're on the island. Let's go, Vegapunk. Go on without me, Bonnie. I've been a doctor for long enough to know that if I move now, I'll die. What? Nani? And then, yeah, you've pretty much got Vegapunk down there looking really just hurt and damaged, which is crazy because I hope he ends up living. I don't really want Vegapunk to die. You'll be dead either way. This is it. And then you've got Kizaru getting ready to flash his light at Bonnie and everything, her looking over. Oh, snap. Okay. Sanji going in. All right. And see, like, I just personally think Sanji is pretty strong, so to see him do this, that's wild. Because, you know, at the end of the day, like, he really did come up a lot in Wano, but even on top of that, like, I think Sanji really has the ability to beat Kizaru if he wanted, but I think it's weird because he has the body. We know he has speed, and now he has Ifrit. So essentially, if he's able to claim different levels of flames, I mean, I don't know if that plus hockey equals a strength stronger than Kizaru, but I can see Kizaru really getting in here and like doing like damage, but still not like enough to beat Sanji. Like I'm personally on the side where I think Sanji could beat Kizaru. Like the admirals are cool, but we know that like we kind of left them behind in the like power rank. Besides maybe Akainu and Kuzan, which you know, I feel like that could definitely tilt the scales there. But like I feel like some admirals are up to strength. Like don't get me wrong, they're strong, but I think now that the Straw Hats have kind of gone through this power like uppage where like they've gone through the 2 year skip, they've gone to Fishman, they've gone to Wano. I think that can really say a lot here in terms of like getting you could say like a buff in like power. Like I think Sanji could definitely take Kizaru now, and I think if he did, it would be a hard fight. But I think they could definitely go toe to toe, and I could see Sanji winning. Either that or it'd be a very close battle. It's close. Alright, so we have the shot of Sanji. He's deflecting the beam, looking super close, which shows he's super fast right there. And then we've got Kizaru just looking so freaking crazy because he's like, damn, this man really deflected my attack. That's wild. And then you got Frankie. How? That was a freaking laser. Light doesn't hold a candle to love. Sanji with the eyebrow in there. Pretty crazy. If that's true, they'll have to scrap the physics books and start from scratch. That's actually a underrated comment by Kizaru because he's like, alright, let's go. And then you've got Bonnie screaming to the northeast with Atlas carrying Kuma. It's pretty crazy. So they are taking both of them, which is interesting because if Atlas is taking Kuma and Frankie's taking Bonnie, that kind of says to me that somehow we might get a little bit more of Kuma, where like maybe he does something in the end, or maybe he kind of has like a role to play even after they escape or even get close to escaping Egghead Island. Well, I'm in a real pickle now, says Kizaru. They'll expect me to at least bring back your heads after all this. And then we've got the shot of Kizaru standing in front of Luffy and Sanji, Luffy laughing, and then Sanji saying, "You'd better start drafting an apology letter for them then." Okay. And it looks like Luffy's still bouncing off the ground, so the atmosphere is definitely still rubbery. You've got Sanji firing up his famous cigarette, so he's obviously about to duel, at least in terms of stalling him. Which I wonder how this will go, because, see, right here, this shot is interesting, because if they both fight Kizaru, I think they can both take him down, but it's like, will Saturn come back, or will they have to just beat him, and then all of a sudden they both fight Saturn? Alright, so next we have a shot of Saturn in the rubble of the building Luffy knocked him into, and you have a foot here. Well, it's not every day you see one of the 5 elders down in the dirt. And then you've got Saturn going, And then we've got, oh snap, we got Katarina Devon right here. My, look at you. What kind of delicious power do you have? And then she's like laughing at him. To think an elder would come down to the surface and bless us with his presence, it's unheard of. But it's sure made our job a hell of a lot easier. And then she taps him. Mission complete. Okay, now hold on. We're going to have to go over that in a second, but first let's get past this. What business do you have here, says Saturn. And then you've got Van Augur and Katarina Devon, both just literally pulling up on Egghead like absolute bosses. Okay, Katarina Devon, I'm surprised a level 6 escapee like you would choose the life of a subordinate. And then got her laughing, Teach is special. Dang, it's crazy though. I mean, like, just to see them both at each other and her to say Teach is special, as is his lineage. Now that is something we're going to have to go over too, because his lineage, you wonder what that is, and I think I have a couple of theories on what that might be. So you know about that. Your crew is always up to something. What do you hope to get out of these stunts? And then you scroll down. Oh, Van Augur, the world. Okay, oh my god. Alright, so the world. Wow. Alright, and then you have him looking very menacingly at Saturn. Like, it just looks like Van Augur is just looking at him with this look of like, okay, like, we're about to do something crazy and you can't stop us, and this is going to even be crazier than anything you can even stop. Like, that is the look that Van Augur is giving to Saturn, and I am here for it. That is insane. And I think Van Augur with his powers, like, oh my gosh, like if he fights Usopp, that is going to be one of the most craziest fights I think we can expect to see, especially if Usopp gets that power buff once he ends up getting to Elbaf. All right. So now we have Saint Saturn here, and Saturn is trying to, I guess, stomp on them, but too late because Van Augur seems to have warped out of there. We've got Saint Saturn here looking all ominous. Definitely interesting. It's just a moment of him just like reflecting. I don't know what that could mean, but alright, let's be off then. Looks like they warped somewhere else. We're still on the island. Couldn't you have warped us any further? I haven't mastered it yet. Interesting. Wait. Hold on a second, please. A supersonic Van Augur, Maiden Hunter, Katarina Devon. I never thought we'd meet in a place like this. And then you've got freaking what is it? Man, he's been in the background for so long. But I'm a pirate like you. My name's Caribou. I'm a pirate like you. My name's Caribou. I've been looking for you guys for like ever. Sorry, I meant to say forever. Interesting. I set sail because I wanted to be a great man, just like him. He's my idol, my hero. I've always dreamed of being a lackey on Commodore Teacher's crew. It's all I've ever wished for. Please take me to meet him. And that's interesting because if he goes to Blackbeard's crew, we already know what time it is. Like, we know that he's got all the secrets based on what Luffy has done since about, like, Whole Cake. And even on top of that, like, we literally have this man knowing about everything they have, such as, like, the Poneglyphs and I guess some of the ancient weapons. So if essentially he goes to Blackbeard's crew, that could be a major up for Blackbeard because he's gonna have a lot of information that the Straw Hats already have, and it's basically gonna be like this like really crazy informational gain for Blackbeard. So I think that's wild. Alright, let's scroll back up because we're at the end, no break, front cover and color spread next issue, which is amazing to see. I'm definitely excited about that. But now we're actually going to just review one section which I did want to get into because there's theories on this that I have. So I think that when we get to, what part is it? The part where Katarina touches Saturn. I think this could be crazy for many reasons because the one thing I'm thinking about is the fact of if she has this nine-tail or dog fruit nine-tailed fox mode or model, it's crazy to me because she could have the ability to take or copy powers from other people. And if that's the case and she has one of the five elders powers right now, I think that could say a lot about what she can do. Like, she could possibly give this ability to one of the people in this, like, crew. Because, like, okay, I think there's a couple things here. Where, like, he also said something about, like, his lineage. And I think that, like, it's not... Okay, so how do I explain this? So... In order, I think the Blackbeard pirates are crazy because if you have Teach in his lineage, which we already know doesn't ever sleep, and then he's got two devil fruits, and then the pirate ship is of three faces, possibly, like we've said already, Blackbeard could have three personalities or be three separate people at once. And if that's the case, I feel like Katarina, yes, she's stealing the Gorosei's ability right now, but I don't think she's going to give it to him. I think there's a way in which she's giving these abilities to different people on the crew, and then on top of that, we actually have Blackbeard who's like, you know, essentially trying to get that perfect third ability. We don't know what that'll be yet, but like, just the fact that he says his lineage, and like, I just feel like that's crazy because it's acknowledgement from Saturn that Blackbeard is special because of what he is or who he is. And with her touching Saturn, it's like, I feel like she could give this power to somebody. Maybe the nine-tailed fox mode lets her use up to 9 powers, so maybe this is one she's just chosen to store. So, like, I think this is just crazy because, in a sense, she can basically, like, if it's possible, because this is a theory again, have 9 powers and then use these powers in tandem based on what she wants to do. Because obviously right here with her touching the arm of Saturn, I feel like, or leg, I feel like she definitely is like copying or taking his power. And if that's the case, we literally have to consider that like Blackbeard's crew could be broken. They could end up having the abilities of other pirates. They could end up giving the abilities to people in their crew, and then just like literally to have this information dump from Caribou, it's like these guys are going to be a stacked crew by the time they end up really coming in and doing any damage in this final war or fight. But I just think that's crazy. This chapter was definitely. I mean, I watched a couple other streamers. Well, actually, I just watched King of Lightning really, but like I was watching him react to this, and I mean, he did say it's a 10 out of 10, which I do gotta say this is a 10 out of 10 because we got everything here. I mean, we had a couple things answered based on the Blackbeard pirates and who actually came to the island, what they were doing, which was a very fast in and out. So to me, that's kind of crazy because they've just been lurking and then pop up out of nowhere now. And then we have other things like we have like the Giants actually coming on, putting a stop to this Buster call, helping Luffy. We got Usopp seeing them again, and we know that's going to correlate to going to Elbaf. We got like Brooke and them basically on their way to pick up the other Straw Hats so they can dip. So like all this is gonna happen very fast and together, and to see who ends up together after they actually get off the island is just wild because you know the next actual safe spot they're gonna have between going from here to Elbaf will probably be a little bit of ship time where they're like riding together and discussing certain things. We know that fucking who is it? Lucci and Zoto, they're actually fighting, and then that's going to come to a stop because Jinbei's on his way to get him. Another thing we got is I mean, we know the pacifists are fighting, yes, but I don't know if there'll be a major plot by the end. I think they're just kind of there as like help for the moment because Bonnie instructed them to. We obviously got our moment with Kuma and Bonnie actually learning about Nika and seeing him, so that was really cool. Whether Kuma's conscious or not, I think like in a way he's still able to recognize that it is, which is enough like for him to at least have like seen it. He might not be able to go all happy mode because of it or cry like Bonnie, but I think that's really cool that he's able to just see Nika if he is able to with what little consciousness he has left. We got Luffy with a new move, booming Dawn Gatling, so it's crazy. We've gotten Dawn Rocket, we've gotten White Star Gun, we've gotten Booming Dawn, so Luffy has made new moves besides even what he did to Kaido back on Wano, which is crazy. We've gotten a lot in this arc and in this chapter just alone. What else did we get? We got the fact that Vegapunk might not make it. I hope he does. I really hope he does. And with the two of them there, I'm thinking it's possible. We got the fact that Sanji can actually stand up to Kizaru. We got Katarina showing up to Saturn. We got a lot of stuff in this chapter. We even got, what is it, a Caribou popping up trying to go with the Blackbeard Pirates, knowing that that is going to be insane because there is going to be so much that he is going to be able to give to the Blackbeard Pirates as information that it's just wild. But yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, we are definitely at the end here. That was the end of chapter 1107. This was my first stream. It took me a lot of courage to kind of build up doing this because like I've watched One Piece for so long that like sometimes it just feels like I want to watch it and just kind of chill and watch it, but I really want to be able to share my reactions with you guys too. And I just also want to share my passion for One Piece as well because it's been so it's literally been 23 years. I've watched it since I was 5. I'm 28 now. And to just see like how much the One Piece community has this love for One Piece, it's like I would like to partake in that too. Now my thing with this too is like with One Piece reactions, obviously there will be other content uploaded to this channel, just letting you guys know. But I do also have to say that like because I'm new, I don't know how fast this channel will pick up. I'm not sure at all, especially based on getting everything like still set up. But over time, basically just know the streams will basically kind of configured based on the schedule. I even will possibly need to get a portable schedule because even as I do everything that I love, such as animation, reactions, and gaming, I do also work a normal job, which I'll let you guys know about now. I actually do truck driving for a company named Dot, and I love them because right now I'm kind of working the schedule where I work every 4 days and I'm off every 4 days. So to get that to coincide with like this schedule of streaming to you guys, I'm kind of doing this in a way where like I want to have a portable setup and maybe I can bring that in the truck to then be able to still stream to you guys when I can on the day of the chapter releases, or I might just have to do it at different days of the week depending on when my schedule has me off and on. But I will definitely keep you guys posted and updated on that. I still have to make a Twitter for this page. I still have to kind of get my my feet wet in terms of the YouTube game. I have a lot more ideas I want to upload and everything, and this being the first video, I at least wanted to give you guys context as to what I want to do on this channel and who I am, and then also what I plan to do, because I just feel like if people, even if like let's say like 100 people join in on this channel in the first year, I at least want to sit here and tell you guys everything that's going on and be fully transparent and enjoy One Piece together as real One Piece fans. It'll definitely be cool because maybe we can even get into some reactions on other One Piece things. I want to say the anime, but I've kind of stuck right now just to the manga and maybe giving some theories. For the moment, I won't really be doing any crazy videos, like maybe theory videos, kind of like BDA Law and Rogers. Well, more like BDA Law and King of Lightning. I kind of like Rogers' thing where like he's really a streamer on games and then also the manga solely, even though they do anime. But the anime, we'll see. It might come later. We'll have to see. I think that's something I can get into, but I think I'm trying to really keep my time in certain places. Like as you can see behind me, I kind of have some artwork going on because I also animate and then also like to draw. So I really don't want to overload the workload, especially in the beginning, especially while I'm trying to get this channel off the ground. So for right now, I think that's everything that we can cover, and that's everything that I definitely wanted to just make sure I let you guys know. If you have any comments, feel free to comment. If you've been watching, which I don't even know if there's anybody watching this right now because I can see I think it's like the comment section or the view count, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to get this video out, and honestly, I'm not expecting anything huge. I just want to at least get in here and start having fun with you guys and really getting into some amazing stuff where we can have fun and start doing some really awesome things in this community. But for right now, that is going to be it, everyone. That was my reaction to One Piece Manga Chapter 1107. I hope you enjoyed, and I definitely can't wait to do more with you guys. But for now, that's it. I will have another video up sometime in the next week or so, and who knows, maybe Twitch too. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later.